Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samar News. Here are today's headlines. The Pakistan Navy has successfully carried out a live weapon firing of the FM-90 NER surface-to-air missile, reinforcing its operational preparedness and maritime defence capability in a complex threat environment. The Navy conducted the live firing exercise in the North Arabian Sea, where a naval ship launched the missile as part of a scheduled firepower demonstration. The exercise was aimed at validating the Navy's ability to counter aerial threats in real operational conditions. Two alleged gunmen who killed 15 people at a Jewish celebration at Sydney's Bondi Beach are a father and son, as Australia began mourning victims of its worst gun violence in almost 30 years. Police said the father, a 50-year-old, was killed at the scene, taking the number of dead to 16, while his 24-year-old son was in a critical condition in hospital. The father and son have been identified as Sajid Akram and Naveed Akram, respectively, by the Australian state broadcaster and other local media outlets. Officials have described Sunday's shooting as a targeted anti-Semitic attack. Meanwhile, a Sydney fruit shop owner who wrestled a gun from one of the alleged attackers during the mass shooting at Bondi Beach is recovering in hospital after undergoing surgery for bullet wounds to his arm and hand. 43-year-old Ahmed Al Ahmed was identified on social media as the bystander who hid behind parked cars before charging at the gunman from behind, seizing his rifle and knocking him to the ground. Ahmed's cousin, Mustafa, told the media that doctors informed the family that Ahmed was stable following surgery. 17 people have been killed and 20 others injured after a bus carrying school children fell off a cliff in a rural area in northern Colombia. In a post on X earlier, the governor of Antioquia said the bus was traveling from the Caribbean town of Tolú to Medellín after a school trip and was carrying students from the Antioqueño High School. He added that the students were celebrating their graduation on the beach. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has called for what he described as a dignified peace as US and Ukrainian officials meet in Berlin. Zelensky said any peace deal must include firm guarantees to ensure Russia does not attack Ukraine again. The talks involve US envoys and European allies as diplomatic efforts continue to end Europe's deadliest conflict since World War II. The Ukrainian leader is facing pressure from US President Donald Trump to sign a peace agreement that initially reflected Moscow's demands. Zelensky accused Russia of deliberately prolonging the war, citing continued deadly attacks on Ukrainian cities and strikes on power and water infrastructure. Meanwhile, President Zelensky says Kyiv is dropping its bid to join NATO in exchange for Western security guarantees to end the war with Russia. The move marks a major shift in Ukraine's position and meets a key Russian demand, though Kyiv says it will not cede territory. German authorities have arrested 5 men suspected of planning an attack on a Christmas market in southern Bavaria. Police and prosecutors said the suspects are believed to be Islamist militants and were detained as part of a joint security operation. The arrests come amid heightened concerns following a series of vehicle ramming attacks in Germany in recent years. In 2016, an Islamist attacker rammed a hijacked truck into a Christmas market in central Berlin. And last December, several people were killed in a similar attack in the city of Magdeburg. The Israeli military has reported that Raed Said, a key figure behind the 7th October 2023 attacks on Israel, has been targeted in a strike on a car in Gaza City. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Israel Katz said the strike was in response to a Hamas attack earlier in the day, which injured 2 Israeli soldiers. Gaza health authorities say the strike killed 5 people and wounded at least 25 others. There has been no immediate confirmation from Hamas or local medics that Said was among the dead. Meanwhile, Hamas says Israel's killing of a senior commander risks collapsing the Gaza ceasefire. The group's chief negotiator accused Israel of repeated violations and urged US President Donald Trump to pressure Israel to uphold the truce. Thousands of supporters rallied in Gaza City for the funeral, marking Hamas's largest public show of force since the ceasefire began in October. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samar.tv. Thank you for watching Samar News.